This instrument, this is a unique American instrument, the banjo, and the banjo can actually be traced back to an instrument in Africa called the banjar, B-A-N-J-A-R, and I brought with me a picture of one of the first American banjos. You can see how this banjo it was made out of wood here, and the unique thing about the American banjo, what separates it from the banjar and other banjos, was that in about 1840, they put in this extra little string right here. You can see how this string right here does not go the whole length of the neck of the instrument. And so when you count the strings, if you were to count up here, you would only count 1, 2, 3, 4 strings. But when you count down here, there's an extra string. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 strings. And therefore, this particular banjo is referred to as a 5-string banjo. And the original banjos were an animal skin, like a calf skin, pulled across what was called a gourd, and sometimes the back of the banjo was big and round. Nowadays you can see how this looks a lot more like a drum head, and it actually is a drum head that you could put on a drum, and that's what creates its unique sound. When I play with these metal finger picks, you have metal meeting metal, it creates a real bright, twangy sound. That's what's become known as the American 5-string banjo played in the bluegrass style. And we can talk some more about some of the other instruments. We are trying to field questions from the schools. Have we been able to get a question? Okay, I'm sorry that I'm not hearing any audio from the school. So. Okay, so there's.
Can you hear us?
I can now hear you.
We have a question.
Great.
How did you guys learn to play your instruments?
Wonderful. We have
Did you get that?
Yes, we did. And I will repeat the question in case the other schools did not hear the question. The question from the schools was, how did each of us learn to play our instruments? And that is a very good question, because you can tell these are some young kids just like yourselves, and you might be interested in learning to play. And Joshua, I think you have a mic on, so maybe you can tell how you first got interested in the music, and how did you start to learn to play your instrument?
Well, I thought that guitar would be something that would be really neat to learn, because you can play it in all the different kinds of music. And so I got my first guitar, and I had a book that was supposed to teach you how to play guitar, and I would learn some chords from it. And then after a while I decided I want to take lessons, and taking lessons is actually very beneficial because you learn a whole lot more than you would learn in a book.
And you used a word called chords. Maybe you could quickly demonstrate what a chord is versus just playing some notes.
Okay, a chord is something that you would play like this. Something that you would play when another person is playing a solo to kind of back them up and make it all sound good, whereas individual notes is like a solo, like that, and then you can play chords.
Very good. So thank you for that question. Let's real quickly, Micah, how did you decide fiddle was for you? I know you've been playing a long time.
Yeah, when I was in Austin, I saw a lot of people playing the fiddle, and so I thought it would be an easy instrument to play, so I decided I was going to start playing it.
And did it end up being easy?
Not really easy, but I figured out how to play it eventually.
That's one thing we would share with all you kids. It's just like some of you play sports, and it's a lot of fun, but to get really good at any sports or music, you know, there is a lot of practice involved as well. Do we have another question? Thank you for that one.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay.
Yeah? Yes. Yeah?
We hear you.